What is up, everybody? I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope you guys are continuing to grow that business each and every day. So, today we're going to be talking about what to do with that excess inventory or that inventory that didn't sell from Amazon. So, if you guys didn't watch my last video or didn't take advantage of the free inventory purge, as I like to call it, from Amazon, you definitely need to go do that before the 31st. And if you have, then you can watch this video and get to have an idea of what to do with that excess inventory. So, last video we talked about Amazon giving you the option to either destroy or remove your inventory for free. They're allowing this through the 31st, like I just said. So, if you guys did this and you have all these items now back from Amazon, maybe you have 50, 10, or 100,000, whatever it may be, you have all this inventory. Now you think, what am I going to do with this? I sourced this for Amazon. I expected it to sell. Or maybe you did this in the beginning and you didn't really know what you were doing. But nonetheless, you have all of this stuff back. So if you guys see behind me, these two tubs, or that tub and that box, are actually Amazon returns or stuff that I took out or stuff that I never actually sent into Amazon because either the price got too low, I was restricted, I shouldn't have bought it, whatever the case may be. I have these two boxes and a bunch of other stuff behind me. These bags right here. I have stuff. I have like 3 or 4 boxes in my truck still that I haven't brought up here because I don't have anywhere to put it. I have a bunch of stuff now. I have probably about 200 items that I got sent back to me that I sent in the beginning of my Amazon journey when I first started that I should not have sent in, stuff that wasn't going to sell. Basically stuff that I just should not have bought. So what do I do with it? Now there's obviously a bunch of different options that you can take, and then the first one we're going to start with is sell it on eBay. Okay, so this option isn't good for a lot of this stuff because if it's not selling on Amazon, the odds of it selling on eBay are very low. But in terms of getting returns from people, customer returns, that's a great way to you can either put it back on Amazon, which depending on how the packaging is, because usually when something gets sent to a customer and they return it, they've probably opened it, maybe it got damaged in the mail, whatever it may be, you're most likely not going to send that back to Amazon. So eBay is a great place to put stuff up for sale that is either gently used, maybe open box, or maybe it's still brand new. Nonetheless, you can still put this stuff on eBay and make some pretty good money. I actually got a Zelda lamp, Legend of Zelda lamp, back because I sent it into Amazon. It was a great rank. It would have sold immediately. And as soon as I sent it into Amazon, I actually got gated in it. The company issued like a trademark issue against me or whatever the claim they made. And I emailed them and I was like, what the heck? And they never got back to me. It was ridiculous. But I got it sent back to me and I just got it put up on eBay and I've gotten a few offers. I haven't accepted them. They're pretty low. But nonetheless, it was still getting traffic on something that I got returned from Amazon. So that's something right there that you can definitely do. You can definitely take this stuff, put it on eBay, and it should sell rather quickly depending on what it is. Now, if it's not selling on Amazon, it's probably not going to sell on eBay unless it's at a discounted price or, it all just depends on the item. Okay, so next up, after putting it on eBay and putting it maybe back on Amazon, you can take it to local stores. So this is something that I'm actually going to do with a lot of the books that I got back. I sent in a ton of books, probably about 75 to 100, probably about 75 books I got back from Amazon because those are the things. I started selling books in the very beginning because, I didn't have a lot of money. I could go out and buy books for anywhere from like 10 cents to a few dollars, right? So my average cost for these books is like 25 cents. I don't just want to throw them away or recycle them or give them to Goodwill. I'm going to take them up to a local store that I have, and I'm pretty sure you guys have local stores that buy books and DVDs and stuff like that. I have one around me that's called Half Price Books. It's a pretty big chain out here where I live. There's like 5 of them around me. So that's one place that I'm going to take them to see if they'll actually want to buy them. Now, it's not something that you should do to make money necessarily. Like, don't go out and buy books and then take them to a local place because you're most likely going to lose money that way or not make any money at all. It's just not a good business decision. But if you have stuff that is sitting around that you just need to get rid of, like I said, I paid like 25 cents for these items. So taking them to a bookstore, I'm not gonna lose a ton of money. I might even make a little bit of money, but nonetheless, I'll recoup some of that money. So say I spend $100 on all these books and they give me $75 for them. these are just numbers. It's not really what I paid or really what they're going to give me. But say they give me that, I lost $25, but I got them out of the way. They were sitting in Amazon's warehouse for almost a year. So I'm making a little bit of money back. I'm recouping it, and I'm able to put it back into my business nonetheless. Now, going to those local stores, it depends. I've been in there a few times, and they don't take a lot of like the mass market books, mass published books, just because they have so many of them. And luckily, a lot of the books I sent in aren't that. There are a lot of nonfiction, kind of like war books, and there's a few like gardening books and cookbooks and stuff like that. Stuff I shouldn't have bought, but I did. But stuff that's kind of more unique and not probably something that they don't have. And I don't know if they'll want that stuff or not. But definitely, if I can get like 25 cents, if I can get my money back on it, that'd be awesome. But I'm definitely going to take the books to a local bookstore. So if you guys have books, try and take them there. If not, you're going to have to donate them or recycle them, whatever the case may be. You can definitely give them to Goodwill or, a bunch of thrift stores, mom and pop shops in the area. I have like 5 I could probably give them to if they don't sell, or I can just give them to the library, something like that. So that's another place to get rid of it. Another thing I want to you can also, let me touch on this real quick. Stores that also buy books, you can sell your DVDs, your movies, and your toys and collectibles and stuff like that. If you guys got stuff like that returned, you can also return stuff to Walmart if you bought it from like a retail store. It really all depends on if they'll accept it or not. I don't know how long. Walmart's is 90 days, I believe. I believe you have 3 months to send stuff back. So if it's within that time period, you're definitely good. If you try to return it after that, I'm not really sure how their system works. I actually have a few things I'm going to try and send back. I'm going to get a sip of water here real quick. Sorry, guys. This is my 3rd video I'm making today. I'm trying to get them all done in one day, all the ideas I have. But I do have a few things. Like I have a router here and a few toys that I've had sitting in one of these bins right here. And I had the idea. I was like, hey, can I go back to Walmart and try and get my money for them? I scanned them on the Walmart app, and they are online, and they have a SKU in store. They just don't have any available. So I wonder if they'll actually take it back. Like I said, I'm not sure on their policy, but I have done that before, guys. If you ever find yourself with excess inventory that, say you go to Walmart and you come home and you look it up and you accidentally scanned the wrong SKU, you looked at the wrong thing, maybe you're gated in it, maybe it's hazardous material and you can't send it in. Whatever the case may be, if you can't send that into Amazon, maybe the profit's too low, the price tanked before you could send it in, take it back, okay? Even if you don't have the receipt, keep your receipts, please. Keep your receipts. But if you don't have the receipt, you can't find it, whatever, take it back. They'll give you store credit for it. It's good, okay? Take back your items if you can. I have a pile of stuff over here that I bought that one was the wrong SKU. I shouldn't have bought it. I just threw it in the cart because I thought it was the same thing. Same with another one. I pulled 3 things off the shelf, and they were in like the same box, the same brand. They were wine glasses. One was a different size. Like one was a thin wine glass and one was a thick wine glass. And I accidentally got one of the thin ones. So I'm going to take that back. So don't just sit on inventory and be like, crap, I shouldn't have bought that. Definitely take that stuff back. And even if you just get store credit for it, you can use that. It's not the end of the world. You don't want stuff sitting there. Don't donate stuff. Take it back, okay? So where were we? The 90-day thing, yeah, you can pull stuff back from Amazon. So if you bought it from a retail store or if they have a SKU, you can try and do that. I'll try and do it, and I'll actually make an update video on it. If it works, what they say, and I'll kind of get an idea. But I have taken stuff back before just fine. It wasn't after that 90-day point, but they still gave me credit for it. So I don't know if they look up the transaction in the system or if they've sold one in the past 90 days or however that works. I'll let you guys know. The last thing I want to touch on when you're getting inventory back is making your own liquidation kind of mystery boxes and putting them up for sale. Okay. So this is something that I haven't done and I will be doing. I'll try and do it. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but you've all seen the videos of, liquidation pallets, mystery boxes, all that. You've seen them, right? So most of the people buy from actual liquidation companies and wholesalers and stuff like that actually get these liquidations, but people also buy them off of eBay. That's an idea that I've had that I might start doing once I get returns like this. So like that box right there is a lot of I think that's my return box, and this is the stuff I'm keeping and just waiting to sell, because I've had stuff in there that I on the last shipment that I sent out, I actually took out like 5 or 10 items out of there that have already sold. So I just waited on them a little bit and they sold. So I do that. I do keep a little bit of items in there that I know are going to sell in the future, that I just keep in there for the future, just like that. But that's the box returns. And sorry. And I actually have been thinking of making my own mystery boxes of like, hey, this is $1,000 MSRP, buy it for $75 plus $25 shipping, right? Something like that, just to recoup a little bit of money back. Now I don't know the exact prices on those. It's just a ballpark. I haven't looked too much into it, but people do buy returns and stuff like that. One thing I'm going to say, if you're going to do returns and sell stuff on eBay as like a mystery box or a liquidation box, don't be shady. Don't be sketchy about it. Tell the customer what they're getting. If you don't want to, like, I know a lot of people or a lot of companies make a SKU list of what items are actually in the box. If you don't want to take the time to do that, that's completely fine. But make sure to be transparent. If you're like, the MSRP is $1,000 or the MSRP is $2,000, make sure to tell them, okay, this is MSRP on Amazon's website or Walmart or whatever the case may be. Okay, don't be sketchy about it. Don't try to scam someone over it and be like, oh well, it's a mystery box. Don't do that. If you're gonna get rid of your stuff, make it legit. Be a legit business. Don't be shady. Don't scam. Okay. So the last thing I actually want to touch on, I thought of one more thing, was just selling at like a swap meet or a garage sale. So depending on the time of year, or the season that, or the state that you live in and the season that it is, you can have a garage sale. I personally have never done a garage sale just because I live in an apartment and I don't have the means to do it. And I've also never done a flea market, but I do have a flea market around me that I've gone to since I was a kid. I think it's like $25 or $30 for like one booth, like one section of the flea market. So it really just depends on what town you're in. I know some towns, some cities will be like $100 for a booth or $200 or however much it is. Mine's like 20 to 30 bucks. It's kind of just like a smaller local flea market in a barn. Yeah, I live in Oklahoma. It's not a barn. It's more of a, it's pretty much a barn. It's just a giant barn. That's all it is. They do like horse shows and stuff in there. But they just have a giant, pretty much warehouse that they do this thing in. And it's not like massive, but it's also not small. There's probably like anywhere from 50 to 100, 200, not 200, about 150 to 150 vendors, I would say, depending if they have like the full space available. So it's not like a small flea market, but I've also kind of wondered if I can go there and sell stuff, but I don't think like my stuff would appeal to most people. Most people are kind of looking for that like antique-y stuff at the flea market, but you never know. I haven't tried it, and I kind of do want to try it eventually, but it's just not something that I kind of care to do, because it's not going to be something that makes me a lot of money, but maybe it will in the future. Maybe I'll do a video on it, and I'll do like a week or two at the flea market and see how much money I can make. But that's kind of the ideas that I've had, thinking of how to get rid of this stuff, just because I do have a lot of it, and I do want to do like a mass inventory purge, just get everything out of there for Q4 and kind of push as hard as I can for Q4. I'll be doing videos on that here. You guys will see. I'll probably make a video right after this on my goals and expectations for Q4 in November and December, and just what I expect to get, my goals and all that good stuff. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please hit that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys have anything to say, you have any questions, anything that could help me out, anything like that, guys, I would love to hear from you down below, and I'll definitely get back to you. Like I said, I want to make a community here, so don't be afraid to comment down below anything, and I'd love to help you if I can. And if not, hopefully someone else can. So I hope you guys are having a great day. If you guys did enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button if you guys want to see more. I'd really appreciate it. And just have a great day. Continue to grow your business and continue just to go as hard as possible, guys. So have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.